going to talk a little bit about my story, and then I'm going to go into the transmission because that's really what I want to bring in service to this community today. So I'm going to go back to when I was about 4 years old and came in, very connected at that age. I remember being taken out of my body and flying with the angels in dream state. And I would see myself flying over the houses and the trees, and I would be giggling and twirling. And why, it was just such a joyful experience. And I felt really free. And I think that's a key word for me, that, when you think about the title of my book, Unmasking Your Soul, that I was here, or came here, to find and liberate myself and also liberate others, to really find their home within the heart, to restore love in its purest form. And I think I was about 8 or 10, and I was having out-of-body experiences, and I mentioned it to a cousin of mine, and he said, "You're crazy." And at that point, I just shut myself off from spirit and, had a very human life, went to school and ended up becoming an electrical engineer. A lot of my life, I feel, was doing what I thought I should do, what others were telling me I should be doing. So there was a lot of experiences that, because I believe that our souls co-create every experience we have, to help me find my divinity and my divine power again, and my voice, and all the things that I now bring into the world, which were kind of hidden behind all these layers of trauma and woundedness. So fast forward, I do my human thing, worked in corporate environments and a couple of not-for-profits. And in 2003, I was actually working for a not-for-profit at that time. I was in a very unhealthy marriage. And I believe we always get the signs from our body, even from the outside world, when you're paying attention, when your soul is trying to help you make a different choice. And I had this dream where at the time I was working in New York City for a small consulting firm. And I was in an elevator, and there were 3 other women in the elevator. I didn't know who they were. In fact, it wasn't until years later that I was told that it was the Marys, Mary Magdalene, Mother Mary, and Anna were in that elevator with me, but I didn't know it at the time. And the cable breaks loose. It makes a hole through the side of the building, and we start skidding over this muddy water, which represented my dark night of the soul, the emotions that I was going through. And my body physically was trying to help me through signs of illness. So I was having fainting spells and really was not feeling well, and didn't feel grounded in my body. And as this is happening, I see an angel on the bank of the river, and I remember her hair was very light, and all I could see was this just radiant white light. And she pulled me out of the elevator, and I lost my wedding ring in the dream, which I knew was symbolic of what was coming. And then it was the voice. And I've heard this voice a couple times in my life. To me, it's the voice of God, Goddess, the source. And the voice said, "My child, I have a mission for you. You're not going to understand what it is right now, but be patient, because in time it will all be revealed." And I did not know that this is where I would land 20 years later. But I listened. It's like that voice gave me the courage and inspiration to leave the unhealthy marriage, even though I had religious beliefs that I had to let go of. I was raised Catholic, and there was a lot that was kind of in the way. But I stepped forward to do it, and I was determined that no matter what anybody said, that I was going to leave that marriage and move forward, and I did. And it was one of those turning points in my life. I call them soul choice points. So that choice point was presented to me. I took it because it was so clear that if I didn't, I was going to be very, very ill with what was happening with my body. That dream shot open my crown, and I started meeting people, and the first set of guides that came through were Egyptian, like 9 different guides, and I had very mystical experiences. I was being taken into temples and being activated. But I still didn't know that I was here to be an intuitive healer and using my voice and trans-channeling. So it's been about 20 years since that experience, and about halfway through, I started channeling. And it's when I got my first spiritual name, which is why I have the AKA Anumani, which I feel is the galactic mother part of me. That name came through in a writing retreat that I was in, and a lot of my community knows me as Anumani. So I'm kind of transitioning so people know it's the same person, but I was asked to take on a new name. So last year I had a mystical experience with Isis, and after that she came into my body and did some deep healing and has been channeling through me since. And I was told that I had a different spiritual name that was connected to the angelic and to the rose frequencies that I'm here to channel, which is Elohi, Magdalena, Rosa. And it was given to me in Latin because there's a frequency with speech and with words, as you know, and they said it was important to bring it through in the Latin. And so here I am, 20 years later, and channeling many, many different beings, galactics, angelics, and earthly. So the transmission that I am going to be doing, I'm going to be calling in my galactic guides. They're from the planet Sirius. It's a consciousness of like 227 souls. They call themselves Ishtar, like the goddess Ishtar, but they are not the goddess. They're a very loving consciousness. That is the most prominent thing that I feel when I call them forth. They will greet you. My voice is going to change slightly, and they will greet you. And they're kind of like the conductor of the symphony, because I sing, I sound, I speak words, light language. I'll be guiding you. So it's a guided journey. So I do recommend that you close your eyes so you can really experience the journey. And we're going to take you into the Sacred Heart. I recommend that, at the beginning, Ishtar is going to do some breathing with you, that you set an intention. If there's something that, you've been feeling physically in your body, or something that has been bothering you and something you want to shift in your life, that you bring that as an intention into your heart, as we go into this transmission. And I think we're, kind of combining the other meditation time with this. So I think I'll have about 25 minutes. Is that correct, Michael? All right, so I'm going to share a little track in the background. It has some celestial angelic frequencies, and I'm going to be channeling over this. So just taking a deep breath into your heart center, and allowing that breath to move through your body. It's like bring in Ishtar and all the beautiful beings that are already with us in this sacred container, your spiritual teams and guides. Hello, beloveds. It's wonderful to be here with you in this circle of miracles. Miracles that are everywhere, within us, around us, as we open the eye of our heart to witness what is around us through love. We give you thanks for being here at this time, holding and anchoring the light and love on this planet. For it is through love that we will birth this new earth. Love is the alchemy, the answer to every question. It is the all. And so in this moment, hold your intentions in your heart. You may place your hands there to help you deepen into that space. As we take you on this sacred journey, we want you to imagine, beloveds, that there is a staircase at the top of your head, illuminated in white light, and you are stepping onto that circular staircase. Your guides are with you as we begin to walk down that staircase, down into your heart center. And as you arrive there is a doorway that is illuminating within your heart. And we just want to tell you to follow whatever guidance you receive. It may not match the words that are coming through. Just surrender to the experience, for it is for you and only you, trusting in the higher guidance that is facilitating this for you, beloved. Opening the doorway when you are ready. And we are entering this beautiful sacred sanctuary, a sacred garden within your heart. It is brightly illuminated. And you are walking forward, and you are met by the Elohim angels of love and peace. And you are just standing for a moment, taking it all in as your feet feel the earth beneath you, your body being illuminated in the radiant sun. That radiant light filling every part of your being, moving through the layers of your etheric body. And the Elohim angels surrounding you fully. Wing to wing, heart to heart, light to light, illuminating the light within you, the love that you are. As they are encircled around you, there is a pillar of light opening up above your heads, that channel of your divinity, of the source love, source light that is within you, that you are. That pillar of light opening all around you and within you. And the Elohim angels of love in circle around you, wing to wing, radiating light from their wings into you. And we call forth and open your Akashic records, calling your Akashic record keepers to open your book of life. Any timelines, any lifetimes, where there is any woundedness that is separating you from a deeper truth, from a deeper embodiment of who you are, who you came here to be. That merging that wants to happen between soul and physical. We open your book of life, connecting into whatever timelines, whatever core wound, whatever it is that is separating you from your higher truth. As we bring the love in to alchemize, and any parts of your ego separated out in those timelines, we call them into this sacred space to be in that pillar of light with you. Younger versions of you, perhaps from this lifetime, and other versions of you from other lifetimes. As that pillar of light expands to receive all these parts of you. And for a moment, this vessel is going to bring some sounds and song into your being with the angels, to bring healing and awakening and deepening into you. Eloquania sea ituana, eshakianea tua sana itua, naikwanea seana, opening and releasing all that is in the way as we alchemize and transmute whatever separates you from that oneness, from that place within your sacred heart where love is all, where Source sits within you, your throne room. Elakiana satiane otua Shoko andiki anaitu. Yanaitu ana. E soko anai taina. As we alchemize all that's in the way, restoring every atom, every molecule, every cell of your being to your original divine blueprint. Yikiate kuande kikiasina kuana. Shikiati tuania etu. Saituranda tiana. With ease and grace. The sounds, the vibrations, the frequencies moving through all the layers of your being, on all timelines, all realities, for you are a multidimensional being. As we connect you into higher aspects of your soul, higher dimensions, aspects of you that are already ascended. Ilakiana sikuani eana. Anchoring and reconnecting into your heart center, those higher parts of your soul that are wanting to guide you to weave with your light, to be present within this physical vessel. And to your right, this sacred garden is showing us this sacred pool of water. And the Elohim are forming a processional line, and you are following, and they are taking you to this sacred pool of water, infused in these angelic rays and the Christed light, Christ consciousness. As we bring into the space Mother Mary, Mary Magdalene, Anna, Yeshua, and many angelics, galactics, earthly spirits that are part of your spiritual teams and the ascended beings that were called into this space. So trust your guidance, for you may have other beings working on you as we are working with Yeshua and the Marys and Anna. Mother Mary and Mary Magdalene come forth, and they are holding left and right hand and helping you into this pool of water, a very shallow pool of water, like a hot spring. It is warm, comforting, as the sun radiates upon it. And you are in this sacred pool, feeling the flow of the waters as we connect in to the living waters of Divine Mother Sophia. As you are receiving all that is coming into you, and Anna and Mother Mary, Mary Magdalene, Yeshua, they are in the water with you. The Elohim angels encircle around this sacred pool, and there are other circles around them, ascended beings, archangelics, galactics, earthly spirits, tree spirits, elementals, all connecting in to you, into each of your hearts, into this sacred circle, as you and all the parts of you that are present are receiving this healing water. And Mother Mary is holding a golden chalice, and she is pouring water from this sacred pool, upon your head, and the drops in the flow of water, a gentle flow moving within you through your crown, third eye, into your brain, the neural pathways of your brain, as we rewrite any old paradigms, old beliefs, going deep within your brain and mental body, in the layers, emotional body, spiritual body, physical body, releasing and alchemizing all that's in the way. Archangel Ezekiel bringing in his tones to rewrite those neural pathways. Nist oost et ir et oost it ir int es eist oost. Nist est ut ir et oost inst int it or. Nist oost it or et ist est oost ist et ir. Ast et uanst ist oost ir. Ast ist ir. Om. Nicht oist et arni, est eist wana. Divine breath moving through your being as we blow away the fibers, interfering, separating you, restoring you to your original divine blueprint. And they continue pouring water over you. And the molecules of water in your body recalibrating, realigning with the vibrations and frequencies of this holy water. This holy chalice full of Christ at source light, source love, moving through every atom, every molecule, every cell of your being, on all timelines, all realities. As we release all cords, all karmic ties, all lower vibrations, entities, attachments, vows made, any ancient magic that does not serve you, any places where there are black holes, openings in your etheric body that are allowing interference into your physicalness, into your evolution. We seal those openings, those black holes, any spaces where we have removed any energies of lower frequency, any consciousness not of the light. We fill those spaces in the holy, Christed light, Divine Mother Sophia, bringing her energies of creation into you as you are cleansed from the inside out, every part of you being realigned, recalibrated to the fullness of your being that you are capable of holding in this moment. You are floating on the water, receiving these frequencies and vibrations. Hanaya, 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 Hanaya. You are a child of God, goddess of souls, child of light, returning home to your place, to that place within your heart where you are one with all that is, with all that you are. We anchor you in what you have received through all the layers of your being, on all timelines, all realities. As we give thanks to all the beautiful beings of light that joined us, holding you in this sacred space, returning parts of you back home into your heart, we reintegrate those parts of you, light weaving as one. These parts of you being woven into the fabric of your being, that which is meant to return home restored in love, as your heart is expanding and expanding, and your body feeling this connection to love. This love that is so deep, that is your true essence. And we place you back in an orb of light as you come out of the water. As we give thanks to Mother Mary, Mary Magdalene, Yeshua, Anna, the Elohim, and all the many, many, many beings that came to hold you, to celebrate you, to love you back into being. We give thanks to Source, Divine Mother, Divine Father, as we anchor in this love that is pure, that is the truth within you, your essence, your vibration, your frequency, anchoring all of that within you, placing you in an orb of light, protecting you and holding you in this divine transmission, golden light and many layers of the rainbow, so that you may take this with you and your guides may continue working with you. We open a chamber of light above your beds, and you are guided now to walk towards the doorway in your heart center. And you begin to walk up the staircase, back at the top of your head, and beginning to feel more present in your bodies, feeling more present. 5. As we give thanks and shower each of you, thank you for being on this sacred journey. Thank you for bringing your light and love, for radiating that luminescence of that love within and around you, to your friends, your family, to humanity, to the collective. We send those rays of light now to all around the world, all who are feeling the chaos of the transformation that is happening. All those in fear, we shower you now, beloveds, that you may know and awaken to the truth within you. Showering you all in peace and blessings and love, and feeling more present 3, more present 2, and 1. Fully present in your bodies, and slowly coming back, feeling your feet, your body, where you are sitting. And slowly, when you are ready, you may open your eyes